Howdy, howdy, howdy again. Welcome to another TC Films Friday video. I sure hope you are doing well and having a fine day for whatever day it is you're watching. It is Thursday here, December the 21st. December the 21st. Several days away from Christmas. And this will be a little intro to the video that you're going to be seeing here coming up shortly. I am practicing focus stacking, or I have been practicing focus stacking with my Canon EOS R. And the video you'll be seeing, you'll be watching me edit and take images into Lightroom, and then I think Camera Raw. They're both the same thing, really. And then I'll be taking the the images into Photoshop to finish up the focus stacking. I'm still learning how to do that, but I thought I would make a video of me doing it so you guys can watch it, a screen recording of a little bit of the process and what I do, because I'm still learning, and it's an image that is very appropriate for the season. And I'm going to be probably doing more of that type of photography, depending on whatever I see fitting that I want to do. It's like you see a lot of macro photography with focus stacking going on, and it can be frustrating to do manually with your camera if your camera doesn't have a autofocus stacking feature built in it. And my EOS R does not have that feature, so I have to set it up, and of course on a tripod, and compose the shot, frame it up however I want it, and then pick individual focus points myself and take the image, press the shutter button, which can be a little time consuming, but it is what it is when your camera doesn't have that auto feature. So it's all well and good. The more you can do manually, the better understanding I think you have of things. So we're going to get into the screen recording of me editing a video. I hope it's not going to be too long. Maybe if I see that it's getting too long, I may do a part 1 and a part 2 for you guys. So anyway, as they say, without further ado, let's get into the video. Hey there, folks. Let's get this shoe on the road here, or the shoe on the right foot, or the show on the road, before I run out of time on my camera, which goes off after 30 minutes. It's the EOS Mark II Canon. I forget the model number, but it's a little mirrorless camera that I got recently. It's old. They don't even carry it anymore. But we're going to edit some. I'm going to do a Christmas tree focus stacking edit, and we're going to show you guys right now. Take you along with me. I hope I'm not rushed too much to get it looking like I want it. But we're here on the desktop, as you can see here. And we're going to open up Lightroom, which I'm trying to switch to Lightroom after I've been using Adobe Camera Raw and Bridge. Now Lightroom is pretty much a glorified version of Adobe Bridge, because it has a browser in it now. You don't have to go to the cloud or anything. So we're going to open up Lightroom here, and I'm going to import my Christmas tree photos for you guys that I took. I forget how many it was. I started doing my photo shoot originally yesterday, but I didn't have the camera set up right, so I had to do it all over again. So I'm going to be getting images. We'll see how many images we're going to get right now. This is my this is Lightroom. We're in not Lightroom Classic, just regular Lightroom. And as I mentioned just a bit ago, now you can go in Lightroom, and as you see over here, you don't have to import anymore in Lightroom. That's one of the main reasons why when I started using Adobe Bridge, I got really tired of doing importing all the time. So right here, we just go into our folder where I've had my images, and I think I put them on my external hard drive, TC drive number 2, and we're going to go into I think I put them in here, and on 2023 December, and here's my first folder down here that I had. That's the first one. Then I did a second one here, and if I slide this over enough, I can see. Yeah, that's stack number 2. This is the one that we're going to be using right here. So we're going to go in this. Well, actually, it's on the same. We're not going to be using these. Let's get back. Let's go into the grid view, and I'll select the photos that we will be using, starting here at the Christmas tree. All right, folks, just an update. You can see, as you can see, progress is just barely getting going here. Okay, so what I've been doing, what I've had to do, is resize these images way down, 900 by 600 pixels, and it's still taking quite a bit of time to align these layers based on content in Photoshop. And that's the selection you need to make when you're doing focus stacking. So just an update, and I'll get back with y'all when this aligning the selected layers gets done. And from then, once this is done, it's not going to take hardly any time at all to finish the focus stacking and maybe do some cropping if I have to. Okay, we are now live again, back in Photoshop, and it has done aligning the layers. And we're going to have to select all of them again. So we'll go to the first one and click once, and go to the bottom. Well, I was at the bottom. There's the top. That's the bottom. Here's the top. Click again. Now we'll make sure we have all of them selected here. And we didn't. So let's just do this again. We'll go there. And then up. Well, let's start here at the top. Click once at the top. And I could just do Command A. But Command A don't work for some reason. It don't select all of them like it does anywhere else. So you guys click there, and down here, hold down your shift and click again. And that will get all of them selected. And then once we do that, we have to go to Edit, and then to Auto Blend Layers. Auto Blend Layers. And then we make sure that we make sure that that seamless tones and colors is checked, and content aware fill transparent areas is checked. And then we click OK, and the magic happens. Blend selected layers based on content, and it looks like it's moving pretty quick. And there we go. The first image right there is the finished product. Is everything in focus? Well, if I zoom in, it's probably going to be some pixelated. I had to resize. So it may not look very as sharp as it could, since I had to do all that resizing, which is kind of a little bit aggravating, because the image doesn't look that sharp to me. Maybe if I just did a couple of the images, let's get it back to the regular size. But you can see the pretty little light rays coming out of the little tiny lights. Now, could I sharpen it using a separate tool? Possibly. We might try to sharpen it a little bit here using one of the operations in Blake Rudis's Zone System Express that's called sharpening. Right here it is. So just click that. And yes, that has increased the sharpening quite a lot. And as long as this took, I'm not going to do anything else to the image. And I'm just going to do a before the sharpening. And this is after. So that helped. We'll zoom in a little bit. Before, after, before, and after. So zoomed out at the normal viewing distance, and probably uploading it. Let me see the size here. Is, see, it's, oh no, I want it in pixels. 914 by 608 pixels. So that's not a very big image at all. And in the learning process, as doing this, I have come to discover after all this that I've been through, trying to get this thing focus stacked without too much heartache. The next time I will not take as many photos, and I'll probably, no, I'll leave the image size as large. I mean, my camera takes 30 pixel, the EOS R's, I think it's 34 pixels or 31 pixels or something like that, image size. So I'll leave that there, but anything else, I won't take as many photos. I'll have to learn and as I go to see how many photos actually I need to take. But taking as many as I did on this one, that was way too many. But the process to focus stack is, you know, I think I did most of that right. It was just the fact that I took too many photos, tried to load them into Photoshop, tried to load too many into Photoshop, and it was taking so much time that it just, you know, excruciatingly timeful to do when you don't plan it as well. So anyway, I'm not going to say I hope you enjoyed, but maybe you got a little bit of something out of this video. I know I learned quite a bit from it, and so I'm going to wrap it up. And again, it's I might have this. I'm hoping I'll get this out for this evening. And until next Friday, I think I mentioned I'm going to be doing a best of my best photos of the year. And I think I told you all a few things that I'm going to try to be doing or trying to do better. And my workflow, I'm going to be trying to probably change in my workflow in the for next year. And hopefully continue on with my channel growth with your all's help, of course. Appreciate that. So I think I've rambled on long enough here, and I don't have much else to say other than y'all have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next Friday. And it's not going to be the end of the year yet, but next Friday will be the last Friday of this year. See y'all in that video, if not before. Peace.